So your thinking reflects your feelings, and what I mean by that is that your feelings, whatever they are going to control your thinking. Simple enough, if you're in a good mood, you think good, and you're in a bad mood, you think stupid. The reason that is because your good feelings coming from your true self are going to align with yourself, and you're going to be intelligent, you're going to think the best you possibly can. But when bad feelings, when negative feelings come into you and dominate your thinking, then the thoughts that are created by those negative feelings are not your thoughts, because they're not coming from the feelings that come from your true self, which is peaceful and joyful and comfortable and satisfied and really cool. So, all negative feelings are not from your true self. Therefore, what do you do with them? You don't allow them in. You reject them. This is what Thomas Jefferson meant when he said, I have sworn eternal hostility against every form I have sworn upon the altar of God. Eternal hostility against every form of tyranny over the mind of man. He was talking about these negative feelings. These feelings are what dominate a human and prevent the human from being themselves, which is joyful. Because when you're being joyful, there is no fear in joy. You can't feel negatives when you're feeling joy. So if you allow yourself to feel joy because you know that's your natural state, that's you, when you're feeling joyful, then the thoughts that you think like that, from that viewpoint, are going to be really, really intelligent. They're going to be solution-oriented. Whereas thoughts that are generated from negative feelings are going to be problem-oriented, and they're not at all going to do any good for you being, for your life, or anything, because they're negative. Now, it doesn't matter what the source of these negative feelings is. The fact is that they're there. That's like a self-evident truth. My own personal opinion is that it's what everybody knows is called Satan or the devil. But even trying to figure that out is hard. The fact is that somehow it's a continual push of negative feelings upon us. And somehow these creatures that are pushing them can fine-tune it and steer our thinking. Steer our thinking. So as long as you're thinking with any kind of cloud of emotion over you, you're not going to get good ideas. You're really not. So if you want to stop the madness and you want to open people's minds, you have to stop the madness in your own mind. And what that is the madness in your own mind is any negative feelings that you have. Even if I'm talking to you about this right now and you say, nah, I don't like that. That doesn't sound right. That's the feeling. That's not from you. From you is, sounds good to me, Tim. That's what comes from you. From you is agreement. Period. Agreement with joy and happiness. That's what I'm preaching. I'm preaching that God is joy, not disaster. God is not a tyrant. God is a friend. And to understand that is only to be freed from the negative feelings that overcome people and stop them from believing in a good God and believing in the good self that they are and being nice. It's nice to be nice. Thank you.